shut up is a curse word, bro.
I mean, good.
You might want to check yourself.
Shut the hole.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying, hey, they come up on some money. It's like, yo, we got some money. No, we gotta do the right thing and try to find the owner of this money. Like, God damn, mama, like we broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? You got me and you got me and JJ sleeping in the fold out couch in the front of the goddamn room. You know what I'm saying? Forever. JJ like 35. And but it's cool because your high sense of morality is there, and we've got Black Jesus still. And as long as Michael can still say he believes in Jesus, everything's cool.
This dude is like Richard Gere's character in Pretty Woman. He don't build jack. He just comes in and does what he does. There's a difference. The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Warning. It's your boy Ruben in the house, and of course, my main man AG. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Oh man, yo. First of all, I was laughing so hard at the clip that we watched before that I hit the wrong damn intro, but it was cool to see it. It's been a minute. Oh my god, man. I've watched that thing like 30 times straight.
I will never see Velma the same again.
Oh my god, it's so hilarious, man. It's so hilarious. I really almost want to just show it because
no need, sir.
I'm weak, man. I'm so weak.
It was fun.
Not unless some Mo B gets here. Because Mo B will that's his shiznit. So what's going on, brother? How you living?
Out in about a week from right now, I will be living quite large, sir.
Uh-oh.
Vacation time.
Oh. For how long? A month or some shit?
2 weeks.
Oh. So you taking it before y'all get y'all normal holiday 2 weeks off, I guess?
Well, we're not getting any of that.
Oh.
Man,
I thought y'all normally get that.
This company is special.
It's what?
Special. I'll leave it there. But we're not getting 2 weeks off for Christmas like every other manufacturing place does.
Well, I mean,
it's what it is.
Hey, it could be worse.
It could be. That's why I'm keeping it moving. But I have vacation from the 19th of November till December 7th, I think.
Oh wow! You do anything fun?
You want to see my dad?
Awesome.
Arizona.
How long you gonna stay out there?
Yeah, there are 4 days. 5 days?
Okay.
4 days. 4 or 5 days.
That's good stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell your pops I say hello.
Will do.
Ah, man. You know what? I missed the most, man. I miss talking stuff to him, playing spades, man, at Thanksgiving. Yo, man.
Oh, between you and Shirley, Lil A was just savage, man.
Yo, man. It was the greatest thing ever.
Listening to y'all, it hurt my feelings. Because you halfway disrespect your mom every time you play. And I'm like, bro, you crossing the line right now.
Nah, man, I love my mom until she's on the other side of a card table.
You know what?
I mean, look, when we on the same team, life is beautiful. But if she's the enemy, she is the enemy. Ain't that right, Mo B?
Never the enemy, man. You treat your mom. Some of the stuff you say to your mom is like borderline, bro.
Look, bro. Let's ask Mo B. Mo B, what's going on, man?
Man, you just see he took that picture with his coaches. Now he think his booty don't stink. Come on, man.
Yo, man, that was
a dope picture, though. That was a really nice picture
because it was an updated new edition picture, man. Like if they all play football,
jokes, man. Why you gotta have jokes, man?
Hey, am I wrong?
I mean,
yes, you are wrong.
Look at the Any Heartbreak video. Look at the Any Heartbreak joint. Whatever. They did look real hard though, like they had just beat somebody up. They look like a little gang.
Well, there were more than two black men in the same place at the same time.
I'm about to say,
maybe that's true.
That had a little racist undertone in there.
Oh, whatever.
He's upset because the Commanders lost.
Not really. I mean,
It was competitive though. I appreciate that game.
it's what it was.
When is y'all season over, man?
It depends who you ask.
What you mean?
If you ask me, it's not over yet. However,
I'm talking about
if you-
Moby and his season.
oh, I thought you were talking about Commanders fans because
I
Commanders
don't know
man,
if
season's
Commander
over
season's
already.
over.
Man, we just started the playoffs, man. So
Y'all win on Saturday.
yeah,
Y'all beat up some poor sorry team.
I
They do that.
mean,
They do that every weekend.
yeah, I guess it wasn't close.
Was the picture
Okay.
taken before or after that game?
What game? What picture?
The
Picture
picture
you
that was
posted
on your
on the
IG.
brand.
Which one?
The one with all 6 of y'all looking like y'all about to bank
Oh, the
somebody.
coaches? Man, we
Yeah.
took that picture a couple weeks ago. I just hadn't done nothing with it.
I mean, all y'all needed was suits and a couple cars behind you, man. Any heartbreak joint, man.
Bro, you are fixated on that, man. Like
'Cause that's
you
what
are
it looked like.
fixated on
Look,
It does not look like that. How you figure that, man?
man, look at the album cover, and you'll be
Oh.
like, you know what, Ruben, I see what you're going with. But besides the point, man. So, Moby, look, you have played spades, right, in your family.
I mean, you see, here's the thing.
Oh hell.
No, ain't no all hell, man. Here's the thing. My family don't really rock with spades like that. I
Y'all
know.
play Bill Whist?
No, man, it's either poker or dominoes. Like,
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
So, if you were playing on the table against your mama, all right, and other people, now with grandma, you're not gonna talk that ish.
hey, my grandma's cutthroat with dominoes. I'm gonna let you. She be playing with she used to play with my daughters, and she be. You know, my grandma's so nice that you can't detect that it's shit talking, but I know.
Wait a minute.
This grandma real
Give
nice.
me one
too.
example. Give me one example.
Okay, so when she was first teaching Kira, like Kira would make a move and she'd be like, "That's an interesting move," which is code
foul.
for "Bitch, I got you." Like you effing up.
Where your grandma be code switching? Your daughters, that's foul.
No, my grandma's just nice all the time. So they, she even when she's like insulting you, it's going to be in a nice way. I've heard my grandma cuss one time at somebody,
In your entire life?
and that shit was so warranted. It was so warranted.
What happened?
You know what? It's some family shit, but it was after my great uncle had passed away.
They deserve that.
Yeah,
Whoever it was, they
and his
deserved that.
wife. And look, I'll tell you exactly what she said.
Not
She
the
said,
wife that won't part of the family.
She said, "You just a nasty ass woman."
Really?
And me
Everybody was like,
no, it was just me and my cousin. It was just me and my cousin. And my grandma just went in and just kept saying, "You just a nasty ass woman. That's why you ain't gonna have shit." And me and my cousin older, and he's my cousin by marriage, but I mean he been around so long. He's actually like probably 10 years older than me. And literally we just looked at each other. He looked at me, he was like, "Shit needs to be said." And I was like, "Hey man, as long as you understand, too." And we got in the car and we started driving away because he was driving and I'm in the back seat, and he looked in the rear view and he was like, "Well, I just needed to be said." And that was all that was said. Like, needed to be said.
so
And that's the only time in your entire life your grandmother
Only
cursed.
time my entire life I've ever heard her cuss.
Wow.
oh wow, that's cool. Your grandma is super nice though.
All
Yeah,
the
I
time.
wouldn't
So
know
even
if
when she
talks
talking
with
shit,
me.
you wouldn't know. I just know because I know the undertones by that. Like,
She ain't about to call no woman a hussy or nothing.
no, that ain't her.
Not to her face, anyway.
Nah, not period. That's just not who she is. I don't know what my
Unless you push her.
Yeah, that shit got to be warned. I mean, that shit got to be pushed for years.
God bless. Listen, so the reason why I asked is like, so of course, AG, and now we're talking. He's like, "I'm going to see my dad." That's word. And I was like, "Yo, at Thanksgiving, our side of the family get together, and me and his dad and some other family members, sometimes including my mom, we will play spades." And bro, I mean, if you're on the wrong side of the spades table, that's kind of a you problem. And there was some. There was no real like cursing or anything, but I would say that it's fair that there's a lot of feces talking. A lot on both sides. Like his dad was saying shit too.
But
And,
that's your uncle. It's not your mom, bro.
yeah, she was on the wrong side of the table, bro.
Dude, Mo, this dude would say some stuff to his mama like,
I would never
I'm
curse
like,
at her though.
man, you know. Okay, so you think because you don't curse nobody, you ain't disrespecting nobody,
I mean, she on the wrong side of the table.
bruh. Okay, I'm out of this conversation because it's the dumbest thing ever already.
I mean,
Because I've heard
Mo
you
B?
say some things
I
like,
won't even do
wow.
nothing in competition with my mom because she don't know how to act.
What do you mean she don't know how to act?
My mama don't know how to act, man. My mom don't have that filter, and if she's trying to win, she gonna try to win at all costs. So I'm not even playing across from her because I'm not gonna get into the shit talking against her. Nah, I'm good.
Well, that's where you and Ruben differ.
What do you mean? No. It's because he chooses not to engage in activities like that with his mom because it's gonna go one way and then he's got to go another. And
That's just because at the end of the day, I believe you have a really nice mom, and at the end of the day, I know when emotion gets involved, that woman will cut my ass. Period.
You talking about your mom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, my mom ain't gonna cut me.
See, I know at the end of the day, there's a line that she don't care about.
You trying to say she bringing some old shit, Moby?
Oh hell, my mom still bring up shit from the 80s when she mad at me. Like,
I was gonna say, have you been listening to this show at all?
But I
She
never
bought him
said
luggage, man, for his 18th birthday. She bought him luggage.
I mean, that's dope. Luggage is nice.
I'm gonna tell you,
Really?
apparently I am just really, really okay with being around extremely petty people. Because when my mom gets upset or irritated, she is the highest level of petty.
Wow, that's
And
Really?
and then
And you
right
friends with me?
and then right beneath her is my wife.
Oh wow,
Winter is petty.
Oh,
yeah, winter's petty.
she is the most petty person I've ever met that's not blood related to me.
Wow.
Really? This is the first time you've ever said these words.
No, and she knows it. She actually knows it too. So I'm not saying anything that's gonna be deemed as shit talk. She knows she's petty.
And that's the most dangerous ones,
And
man.
she won't, and she does it. See, that's the bad part. She does not care.
Yeah.
So she realizes she's petty, but she don't really care that she's
Does
petty.
not care. You know why? Because, and here's gonna sound like some sexist stuff, but she's a woman. She's never had to be held accountable for those negative actions. She's gonna be petty, say a whole bunch of petty shit, drop the mic, and stare at me and dare me to do because I can't do nothing about it. What am I gonna do? What am I?
Nothing. True. True. I mean, there is a line there, but by and large,
and the
nothing.
most petty people are always the most petty to the people closest to them, because those are people that they know ain't gonna retaliate the hardest.
Until they do.
Exactly. But there's a level of security and comfort that exists with people that you're close to.
That's very true.
Well, I don't think I'm petty to people that I'm close to. I'm petty about everything around me.
No. You're passively aggressively petty to people you don't know. The people you actually know, you're the pettiest to.
Not me. Come on, man.
I'm gonna agree with Mo on this because you told me stories about your petty, and he's exactly right about that.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you can't max out on your petty to strangers unless you also are probably like a sociopath, because you got to really just not care. And most people don't have that high level of not giving a fuck. You just don't.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I've done some shit in my day. I don't know if that's petty. Well, I guess.
It is petty because remember the girl, I shouldn't say girl, but the woman that pissed you off at your job.
Oh yeah, that's
And
yeah, you're right.
anything work related, you would just code switch, tell her or answer any questions, whatever it was, and then you would code switch again and would never talk to her.
On personal stuff. Yeah, that's when I was young too.
That is
I
petty,
discovered
man.
that shit when I was like 19.
And that's savage. And I'm like, bro, really?
I have feelings now. I mean, I would say I was at my worst when I was younger and I didn't know really what I was doing. So I didn't like really have a ceiling. And you know, if I decided I didn't give a fuck about you, I didn't give a fuck about you.
Understood.
Like, you know, yeah, I was just discovering my petty at that time. I didn't really have any time. I didn't know how to control it. So that was bad. So I wasn't sociopathic level, but I hit you right in the feelings.
Also, the level of consequences associated with your petty grow exponentially the older you get. When you're younger, you don't really value some of the relations, like jobs. When you working at McDonald's or something and somebody piss you off, fuck this place. I don't need this shit. But once you start getting in a real career-based job,
like benefits.
yeah, you realize, you know what? I can't just randomly say fuck you and walk out this place. 'Cause I got medical bills. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like,
I got bills to pay. Yeah,
I got a car note.
that's
got
a
a
very
point.
good point. That's a very good point.
It is.
and that's why old people are the most petty and
Because they ain't got shit to lose.
exactly, because at this point in time
They're like,
The stuff is paid for.
exactly.
what's gonna happen? I'm gonna die? Well, shit, that's gonna happen anyway. God, man, when I get that old, ooh, buddy, it's gonna be sad.
I mean, actually, old people got a little bit to lose because when you stop going to see them, that hurts. Just saying, it does.
I don't know, man. It
Well,
depends how big that petty
AG,
is, though.
you're right. Early on in your elderly stage, that probably is something that weighs on you. But I feel like after a certain number of people that you're close to die, you just start being like, well, fuck it. People gonna leave regardless. Like one way or the other, they out.
But see, that kind of makes it worse because the people I'm talking about are your kids, which have become parents and gave you grandkids, and no one ever comes to see you. I'm coming to realize that that's important.
Oh,
And when it stops happening because you petty and you can't help yourself, whew, that's pretty bad.
I mean, you kind of suited your own
family is
fate with
different,
that.
but 80-year-old people usually ain't trying to make new friends.
True.
So I'm talking about with the random people, the new people. Like old people don't be giving a fuck about new people.
He's not wrong about that part.
I mean, there are times I don't give a fuck about new people, and I mean, yeah.
And I learned this with my uncles because I remember the first time I brought a young lady to like a family dinner
buddy.
or function. And I just remember my Uncle Junior, who wasn't even that old at the time, but he was already fully into his, man, I don't give a fuck about new people. So
Who this bitch?
no, it wasn't nothing like that. But she was, at my grandma's house when the food gets served, it's a line. You go in line and it's almost like a puff pass thing. Like you can't just be standing there and fucking up the rotation.
That's very true.
So she was hovering over, I think, the greens too long. And my Uncle Junior said, if you don't know what the fuck you want by this age, you need to step out of line and reevaluate shit.
I remember
Yo, that's
he
awesome.
told us that story before. That was hilarious.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And I just looked at her. I was like, I mean, he ain't wrong. Like you seen these foods before. Like
I mean,
You said you seen these food before.
so I'll say this: AG on our side of the family, that's probably not going to happen. Nobody's going to really say that because I feel confident in saying like nobody ain't that at that point right now. But on my other
Well,
side of the
you
family,
see, first of all, I think that the Browns roll a little differently. But the biggest thing is we don't have no rookies no more.
nah.
The
Nah,
only
hell no.
only two rookies that I see coming are a girlfriend for you and a boyfriend for Karen, and I don't really see that happening. So it's like, are we going to have any
Damn,
more
thanks.
rookies? Maybe not.
Appreciate
Maybe
you.
not.
You trying to say I don't got a chance of getting a significant other now? What the fuck?
I'm saying to you
I
that
don't think you're gonna bring a girlfriend around. Like you'd bring somebody, it's probably already on fiance status by
Yeah.
now.
Oh
Like,
yeah, ain't crazy.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was.
Yeah,
it'll
implying.
be
okay.
it'll be pretty serious. But sometimes when I'm like right now, sometimes when I'm listening to you, I am afraid for you, sir.
Yeah, I ain't bringing no random around. That's for damn sure.
I'm like,
Nah.
bro, you can't be this level of petty and stay married.
Well,
But hey, man,
Yeah,
God's got a plan for everybody. So
He's
it's-
right.
Got a plan.
No, you're right. He can't be that level of petty and stay married. He could get married.
I don't think so.
No.
You don't think a woman's smart enough to smell that petty and be like,
Damn,
I'm
really?
not dealing with this?
AG, 60% of marriages end in divorce.
I got a 40% shot.
So what I'm saying is, people ain't that damn good at detecting what's gonna work and what's not gonna work.
Oh shit.
You know, he's not wrong about that.
He's not.
Because I didn't have a very good detector either. Some of the stuff I put up with,
And
wow.
here's the thing: the number one reason is men men look past the fact that shit's gonna change. Because men, when they propose, they're just like, man, this shit is awesome. She's the one. I hope everything stays the same. And that's their fatal flaw, because
I ain't dumb enough
shit's
to
gonna
realize that.
change. And then she goes into it thinking, oh, I got him now. Now it's time for me to change him. That's the flaw. So yeah, there'll be some chick that's like, AG, there's some chick right now that's like, I can't wait to fix that nigga Ruben. Can't wait to fix him.
So fair question. I got two married people here.
Yes.
Is it fair to? I guess the question is, do you feel like you've been fixed?
No.
Nah. And I feel like the part of our relationship that makes her the unhappiest is the fact that I haven't changed about some things.
Like what?
I don't know, like, because she's constantly her big statement is, you don't ever want to do anything new. Yeah, because I'm pretty consistent. Like,
I'm kind of happy where I'm at. Thanks.
I don't know, man. I think for me, it's this. I had the luxury of waiting until I met somebody that's my yin to my yang, but just like me. We're two sides of the same coin. So a lot of the stuff, you know, I was brought up a certain way. It's just like my mom taught me all the rules of marriage before I got married. It was just like, and then I watched her. I watched how she interacted with my dad, and I learned those rules. I just knew that I wasn't going to have the same type of relationship they had.
Yeah.
I don't think that my dad and my mom should have been married at all. But they did for 48 years. They got it done. But I'm just letting you know that I watched closely. And I had that luxury. A lot of people don't really either take the luxury or have the luxury to wait that long. But man, I was just like, there's not a lot to do. Now, within the confounds of what I just said, there's a lot to improve. I've improved a lot as a person because of her. But now I don't have any real major changes.
Yeah, and I mean, and I feel the same way, G. I mean, like, you know, my parents were married for 50 years, man. Like, you know, I kind of have an idea what happens if I do this instead of this, you know. However, with that being said, you know, I would definitely say I've learned some things too of what I will not accept and what I will accept, you know, from both people. So yeah, I would definitely say I'm probably the fact that I didn't get married younger is probably gonna be more difficult for a woman to necessarily want to change me, because I already have a set mind on certain things, And
That ain't gonna stop me from wanting
well,
to change.
I didn't say it's not gonna stop them, but there are some things where I'm just not gonna like you, Moby. Like there's some things that you're just not bending on, and I feel like there's a list of shit that I'm not bending on, and stuff like that. But can I be molded a little bit for certain things like Play-Doh? Yes, but there are certain. I would probably say there's probably like 5 things that if you try to change those, then we're not gonna work out. Because I'm already 50, and the older you get, the harder it is to change. So, like, one thing I could definitely say that I'm trying to do is not trying to slide so many things over to the I'm never gonna change that shit like pile, because I understand the more things that are over there, the more opportunities that will just go out by the wayside, because like one of those things is dogs. F that. I can't. Like, I just can't. Maybe, I don't know. She's got to be awesome, but she's got to be so awesome that I can literally ignore the fact that that dog exists.
Sir, no
That's
one's that
hard.
awesome. No one's that awesome.
Exactly, right? So that's where I'm at.
Ruben, I think you do have a little flexibility. I think if it's a really, really little dog,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
you're not really so pressed on a really, really little dog.
Or like a dog, a smaller dog, but the motherfucker don't be trying to jump on me and lick me and shit. Like, yo, you there? I'm here. We good.
It doesn't work that way, sir.
No. I have met some friends who have dogs that has perfectly worked that way. And like, hey, I'm sitting on the couch. If you want to sit on the couch, that's cool. But don't be jumping all on me and shit. Like, that's why, like a younger dog, like younger dogs, nah, man. They gotta have like an old dog that's just like, man, I don't give a fuck you here as long as I eat. Like it's got to be one of them, but it can't be big. No, Lord. No.
Can it, Black Morticia Adams? Can it be a Yorkie?
I mean, as long as they shut the fuck up, maybe. I mean, but good luck with that.
Honestly, yeah, it just sounds like you just don't want an active pet. You want that pet to just sit somewhere and never move.
How about a woman that's got a snake? You
Definitely
get there?
not. No. Definitely not.
Yeah, I can't imagine him with a snake. I mean, because
They don't do anything.
But I've seen his reaction to dogs. I mean, I've seen a cat punk him before, but a snake, that's a lot.
Cat, man. Your cat. Nah, man. Nah. That's why I don't really fuck with animals, man. I'm not an animal guy at all.
No, it wasn't my cat. It was it Juan or Travis's cat? We used to be at the old place in Ghent, because they would just run straight at you and then turn at the last second. And like this dude would just be panicking like the cat was about to come attack him.
Fuck that cat, man.
And that cat was clearly just expressing dominance. Like, look, I'm gonna run at your ass and then jump out the way at the last second. And this dude would go into fight mode. Like straight up. He didn't look like he was trying to run from the cat. Like I thought he was about to hit the cat. I'm like, damn, the cat ain't bothering you.
I mean, I was getting ready, man, just in case that bitch jumped. It was gonna get the backhand of freedom. And I mean, yo, I ain't playing with that shit.
The backhand of freedom.
Damn straight. Because punching a cat's really fucked up. You don't want to punch a cat with your fist. And most cats.
Oh, but a backhand is okay.
Fuck yeah. It's just like
the difference with no distinction.
It's like shoot away from me.
You sound like an old school abusive husband. Like I didn't punch her. I just gave her a couple slaps when she got out of line. Yeah.
Not like I had a ring on or anything.
I mean,
bare knuckles. I'm just saying.
Sometimes when she's talking too much, you give her a 1-2 backhand and calm her down.
All right, Teddy P over there. What the fuck?
Bro, that's how you sounded. Like it's hard if I don't punch her, but if I bring this backhand from back here, it's okay.
Hey, he's wearing a tank top already. I'm just saying.
I like that. Sir, I wear wife lover shirts, not wife beater shirts.
Well, not the way you're gonna do that catchy though.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely a pet friendly smack shirt. It's a different color. I don't fuck with that, man. No, I just don't like. I mean, honestly, I love people. I just don't like animals.
Ruben is all for beating the pussy up.
Well, I can't say I can decline that. Ah, Jesus.
Oh, that was hilarious. Every week, man. Every week.
Oh, that was too easy.
Jeez. What's going on, Mocha Cowboy? Gaslighting? You know, it's a normal day. Black what's your challenge going on? Black text, Black Air Forces Energy. What? I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If first of all, I'm gonna end this segment by saying fuck cats. All right. So let's talk about some real shit today. So
because cats aren't real.
I mean, they say strippers aren't real either, but hey, it happens. So
I think the quote is strippers aren't real people. I mean, I didn't say that. I'm just saying if you're gonna say the quote, get the quote right. Strippers aren't real people.
Who says they aren't real people?
It was on the show.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was on the show. It was funny as shit when they said it too. But besides the point, we're not talking about them today. So you know, we've all noticed, probably within the last, I don't know, 5 years, it's just become. It's not like it hasn't existed, but it's like super out there, super vocal, and I just really want to talk about it for a little bit. Like, I mean, back in the day, the battle of sexes were, you know, hey, we can do this better, yada, yada, excuse me, yada, 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 whatever. But now, I mean, I guess social media has turned the battle of sexes to like viral, because it's not just one thing or another. You got chicks talking about they don't want to go eat, not at Cheesecake Factory, but a chain restaurant. Like, and they're just so vocal about, what they want.
He's raising his hand already.
I'll get there about what they want and all this other stuff. And like, I was watching something the other day, how, this one woman is like, well, men are superficial. And then a dude is like, so you would date a short guy? She's like, nah, he's got to be at least 6'2". And I'm thinking to myself, pot kettle? Like, what we doing here? Like, but I guess the question is, why is it?
You're killing him, Ruben.
I'm coming. Why is this just? It feels like it's just at a fever pitch and it's like exploding all around. Mo B, you clearly have something you want to say.
I mean, it's easy. Social media encourages stupidity. Because no matter how dumb your thought process is, you can find somebody just as stupid as you that's going to be an echo chamber. That's all it is. There's nothing new. There's no new thoughts. It's just people now have sounding boards to magnify their stupidity off of. Women are not held accountable for anything that they desire relationship-wise because they've been programmed to believe they deserve the best just because of who they are. Like, you are a queen. You deserve everything you desire, period. Men are not programmed that way at an early age. We're taught you get what you are worth. Whatever value system you have, be it money, looks, you get what you're worth. That's what men are taught. Social media is a sounding board. All these women who like, I don't want to go to a chain restaurant. You know what? I want a woman that can fucking cook. So we don't want to go to a chain restaurant all the time either. Like, so it'd be nice if you could make something that doesn't involve a microwave or a phone. Like, you didn't prepare dinner because you called the order in.
Well, all right. AG?
I concur. I don't think that social media. So, well, what he said, well, for me, what I heard was social media is just amplifying something that's already there.
Yeah.
You hear it more often because women not wanting to go to a chain restaurant or judging a man based on his ability to not have to take her there is, that's been around since the first day of the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Is it gotten worse? No, it's just more people out there saying it. It feels like it's gotten worse, but it's just more people out there saying it. So women have been who they are on social media forever. You're just hearing more of it.
So
But
let me
the
ask
funny
you.
thing is, what I have recognized is there are more women out there saying that's some foolishness too. I've heard a lot, which I didn't ever get a chance to hear that. But when I think about the percentages still work out, because there was like 1% of women out there that would pull me to the side and say, gee, I hear you, but them women stupid. For real. Don't worry about that. Try not to get hung up on that, because you're going to get your feelings hurt. It's a woman out there for you. It's a group of women out there that are much bigger than the women that you're hearing about, because we're not trying to have all that drama and all that gossip. So it seems like we're not there, but we're there. Just be patient. So those percentages still work out even now. Even when I listen to social media, for every 50 Cheesecake Factory ladies out there, it's about 1 to 5 or 10 that will tell their audience publicly, this is stupid. This is not me or my group of people. This is stupid. So like I said before, I don't really think it's gotten any nastier, but I do believe that social media amplifies it, because you can dial it up on your phone. You don't have to be around a certain group of people or in a certain situation to hear it. So
I can honestly say I never heard the chain restaurant thing. Well, I don't want to go to a chain restaurant. Like, I've never heard that from a woman until recently.
That is, I don't give a fuck what any woman says. That is absolutely some new shit, because they heard one woman on the internet say that shit, and that shit went viral.
It's not new. It's not new.
I never heard that shit.
I have heard that, and it's not true. I'm telling you, it's not new. It's not. Certain women want this, like, I don't want to date a man if he ain't got this. I want you to take me here all the time.
I heard that ain't got this, but I never said I don't want to go to
now a particular sect of chain restaurant, maybe. Like, I get it. She don't want you to take her to the Sizzler. You know what I'm saying? But
I love Sizzler.
No, but I'm saying I get that. But like Cheesecake Factory, bro, 10 years ago,
the Cheesecake Factory.
If you said, "Hey, I took a first date to a Cheesecake Factory," I'm gonna say the strong percentage of women out there would be like, that sounds solid to me.
Yeah.
But now that social media is just splashing out all these minority chicks. And when I say minority chicks, there's a couple chicks out there who just say the most random shit, and they have a loud platform because they got X number of followers, which is crazy that these women have all these followers, because women think that they're popular amongst men, but they're popular amongst men because half of them are half naked on the internet. So yeah, we like looking at them, but we're not really valuing their fucking opinion. Like when you look at some of these Instagram models, I don't know too many dudes that's out there looking for relationship advice from that chick. We just like, hey, could you just shut the fuck up and take some more pictures of your ass?
He's not wrong. But all I'm saying is you just said it. They're out there, and they've been saying the same thing for decades, hundreds of years. Whatever your timeline is, there has been a small section of women that have said really stupid things, and they have, been able to influence some other women. But by and large, quietly, that's not really how you judge women. Most women don't feel that way.
Exactly.
Like Moby said. Well, in my day, it was Red Lobster. If you took a woman to Red Lobster or Olive Garden. If you took a woman to Olive
Garden is dope.
Straight.
I realize that, but what I'm telling you is most women are like, "Ooh, for real?" And they appreciate the free meal. They might not want to see you again, but they respect you enough to respect the fact that you would take them to a decent restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That is the general consensus for me. What I have learned, and I have to learn to keep my emotions in check and understand the numbers. The minority are the women that speak the loudest. They just are.
Yeah.
The majority of women aren't saying anything, and there's a small minority within that majority that will tell other women, or tell men, really, them heifers crazy. You're good, sir. You have a job, you work somewhere, you live somewhere, and you're willing to respect me and take me out to a nice restaurant or whatever it is, maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, but I appreciate what you've done.
Yeah.
But if you listen to social media and you think those are the real numbers,
Yeah,
that's not the real numbers because
Exactly.
good women don't say they don't have a comeback. They just keep it moving.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It feels, I said this last week or week before last when we were talking about it. We're talking about the Cheesecake Factory lady. I said, first of all, this is not a judgment. This lady does not represent most women. But it does sound good because we all like salaciousness. If a woman says she's not, if we see a woman says I'm not getting out of the car because I don't want to this guy's taking me to Cheesecake Factory. It's one of those things where you can't look away. It's salacious. We're all looking at it. We're all getting charged up in some way, but that's not women.
And that's the other thing. The reason you're hearing so many back and forth between the sexes is, I know it's not TV, but it's ratings. Like, it gets people, it entertains people. Hell, we talk about this stuff up here all the time. You know why? Because it's fucking interesting. Like, am I the expert on relationships? Hell no. Is AG? No. Am I the expert on all things, between the sexes? No. I say a whole bunch of asinine shit, I'm sure.
To somebody, yes.
Actually, you really don't, but okay.
Well, just like Ruben said, to somebody's out there probably thinking.
No, that doesn't mean that you're wrong, though.
Once again, it also doesn't mean I'm right.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of this shit is opinion based. Because as we say, yeah, there should be nothing wrong with taking a woman to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date. And there's somebody out there right now that's like, no, that's absolutely inappropriate. You need to spend no less than this amount of money on the first date. And I would say, I hope that chick is above an 8. But I know she's not. She's probably some 6 somewhere, lying dormant.
Lying dormant.
I mean, he could have said cats follow around, but
that's funny. He just said lying dormant. That means she's really like a 4 until she dresses up.
I mean, here's the thing. When it comes to sex relationships and stuff, and their opinions, like, when we hear a woman who, no matter what she looks like, saying asinine shit, we automatically just get excited about it. Like, we can't wait to attack, pile on, disagree. And then when you compile that with our other thought process too, like when we see some mediocre at best looking chick with these supermodel standards, we just go, baby, who the fuck lied to you? And it's no different. It's no different than when you see some fat, unemployed, nothing going for him dude talking about, I don't like fat chicks. Because we, at the same time, you're like, but dude, what are you bringing to the table?
I'm so glad you said that. So glad you said that, because
it goes both ways.
Actually, it doesn't go both ways because our stuff is set in stone. There's
Once
stuff
again,
that
I meant goes in both ways. Like, there's people on both sides looking at
okay,
everybody involved. Like, y'all niggas just have no perspective.
Oh shit!
But I'm glad he brought that part up, man, because that's the thing that I really look at as I get older. Because at this point, the big thing it was 2 weeks ago. You're not allowed to ask a woman what she brings to the table. That's a real problem. For me, I tell y'all, I tell anybody on, while we're on the show, it's like, you're allowed to think it, but just think it to yourself, because she ain't worth it. Because as soon as you say it, it's going to be a problem, because she, anytime you ask a woman to do something, it's a problem. So for me, especially when you're sitting in church and you're hearing the preacher just like lavish these women with all these things, and I'm sitting here going, why don't you preach about the part where God has a litany of things that women have to do that they never do? If their path to heaven or hell was based on what they have to do, all of them be burning up. But you're asking me about a credit score. Now, it's okay that you ask me about the credit score. I'm not talking about that. It's okay that you ask me about everything that I'm supposed to give you. But if you're doing that, how come I can't ask you what you bring to the table? You weave jacked up. You can't cook. You don't know how to talk. You're asking me about where I graduated from, but you didn't get through high school. I met you flipping fries. Are you serious right now, sister? Really?
You went
It-
out with her?
Here's the thing, AG. If you ask a woman what she brings to the table, most of, especially the social media ones, are going to say, "I bring me." And if that's the best you can say, the seat's taken. Seat's
The
Exactly.
taken.
seat's taken.
It is
I'm
because
good.
they're not enough. They're not good enough.
I'm good.
And everybody's not a lot of men, including me, are afraid to say that out loud. But the bottom line is most women that you will meet based on what you're expected to do. And I believe in all those things that we're expected to do as men. I want to do those things. I want to get better at doing those things. But what I have learned in the last 20 years, I tell my wife this all the time. It's like I had to settle down 25 years ago, had to settle down and say, okay, I need to get better because these women aren't wrong. And I'm none of that. I suck and I'm a loser. And I embrace that. So it's just like I got better and I got better and I got better. Halfway through the journey, this is what I figured out. The master and the student, that relationship doesn't exist. You have a nobody telling a student what to do. So eventually the student's going to look around and go, you can't even do what I do. So why am I getting anything from you? I can't get anything from you because you're not giving me anything. I am better than you.
And you know it.
No, actually they don't.
They don't know it. If they did know it, things would be better.
Women think that they are constantly better than you. They are not. How many, like, especially nowadays, just as one example, a lot of men can cook. Moby can cook. I can cook, whatever. Is your wife better than you?
You know why we can cook? It's a survival tactic now, man.
Damn straight.
I understand that,
Survival.
but that's not the
because
point.
because a while ago we didn't have to. So now you can't be sustainably fat and broke if you
No.
can't cook.
No, that shit's
I
hard.
understand that, but the question, what I'm saying is, the question is, can your wife keep you fat without the phone
A lot of these days.
and without a microwave?
It's
Can
hard,
she
man.
keep you fat? Probably not.
Okay. Yes, she can, but she wouldn't.
Well, see, that's a whole nother conversation, sir. But it all boils down to the fact that you can't weaponize everything. You can't manipulate me with everything, because half the time you manipulate me with stuff, it's not that good to start with. It's not even real. If you want all of this, you need to do. Well, actually, all of that isn't really all of that. I saw 5 cats come in with you, so it's probably not that good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, really? But that's what we're doing.
Here's
That's
the
what
thing.
we're doing.
I wish more women, and I wish more women could seek counsel from a heterosexual male that wasn't proactively trying to have sex with them, to be honest about what you actually bring to the table. Because a lot of times women really don't know what they bring to the table. And here's the thing. If you don't know what you bring to the table, you ain't bringing nothing to the table. That's just a fact. If you don't know what you're bringing to the table, you're bringing nothing to the table. And women, if you really want to know what you bring to the table, if you're in a relationship, the guy with you should be able to spout those things off quickly. If you ask me what my wife brings to the table, not a hard question at all for me. She brings compassion, empathy, emotional strength. Even though she's super emotional, she brings emotional strength that I lack because I avoid a lot of that shit. My wife can cook. My wife is a nurturer. Like, my wife, I can rattle off all those things about her. I know what she brought to the table. Once again, why I chose to marry her. However, there's a lot of women that I dated. Could not tell you what they brought to the table other than some attractiveness and 2 nice warm places with moisture for my
Just 2?
genitalia. Yeah, I'm not just 2. Just 2. And here's the thing. That's a slight on me, because when you're a younger male, you don't know what you're looking for in a partner either. So you go to, I don't know, what feels good. What feels good is sex. And what feels good is like, minimal amount of bullshit. Like when you're 20 something, you're just like, I just want good sex and a minimal amount of bullshit. Like just don't get in my way. Don't challenge me, because as you get older and become a male, you realize your partner challenging you isn't a negative. Because my wife has challenged me to do a lot of things that I wouldn't have done on my own that I probably should have fucking done on my own. That's what she brought to the table. She challenged me in a good way. When you're 20 something, nah, don't challenge me. Just shut the fuck up and let me have sex. Like, once again, so that's a slight on me. And here's the thing. I feel like social media is like a run-on sentence of adolescence right now. It's just a whole bunch of people who have not left the teenage mindset, just blasting posts all over the place and everybody else liking them because it makes them feel better about themselves.
You're not wrong.
All right. Yeah.
So, man, it's like if somebody says, I'll do anything, I'll do anything for you. I'll take a bullet for you. Okay, would you
clean a
would you
kitchen for me? I mean,
no,
I
not
would
even that. Would
I
you
would do
take
anything
a
for
bullet
love.
from yourself for me? Would you take a bullet from yourself for me? Meaning that you're the most dangerous person in this relationship.
can I have my
Can
rib
you
back?
stop yourself? Can you stop yourself? And a lot of people can. A lot of women can. They'll do everything for you except protect you from them. So if you find a woman that'll do that, or at least know what it means, you might want to marry that one.
Yeah.
Well, Black Morticia Adams, you're right. Women have an appetite for things they can't offer their spouse, but that's I mean, like, is that new?
No,
That's not
that's
new.
no. If the world's not going to hold you responsible, a woman responsible for all the things that she's responsible for. Having babies is negotiable. Cooking for me is negotiable. There is not a woman walking the earth that is obligated to do anything for you. So
All right.
men don't have that condition.
Well, I guess the grand scheme of things is, social media has once again hyped up some shit that's always been around, but it's just hyping up the people who never necessarily didn't really have the voice and nor the platform, and now everybody has the voice and the platform. So, I feel like I'm being told, hey, Ruben, most of these chicks aren't like that, just the 5%. And everybody else, for the most part, should be as normal as they should. So we'll try. We'll see how that works. I think most of social media shit's funny. I laugh at it because I'm just like, look, chick, you're a 2. I mean, don't get it twisted. I appreciate the fact that you are extremely, full of enthusiasm, and you think you're an 8. But I wouldn't date you. So.
And look, ladies, before you listen to what he said and just say us men are shallow because we're saying we're listening to women based on their attractiveness. No, that's not what he's saying. He's simply stating that if your level of attractiveness doesn't negate the stupidity that comes out of your mouth, then we can't hear it. The same way that you women would say you would never listen to some broke nigga talk to you. It's no different. Like, because if some dude had Bill Gates money, said some outlandish shit, you probably still get in the car and ride off with him. Because
yeah, Black Morticia Adams, they blocked me so fast for calling that BS out. But, like the real you. And that's what's important. Awesome. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm glad we had that discussion. Now, it is time for the clips of the week. And, of course, first of all, I like to say these clips are not mine. I get them from a multitude of places.
I mean, do you have to state that they're not yours? Like,
I do, because I don't want nobody coming after my ass.
But are we making profit off of this? And if we
Definitely
are,
not.
we need to negotiate some things.
All right, here's clip number 1. This is fun.
Why are you always gaming?
The same reason you put makeup on every day.
What? to escape reality.
Oh my god,
Here's
that
the
was
thing.
savage, man.
Before she even finished the question, I already knew what his answer was going to be.
Oh,
That was good.
oh my god,
That was good.
yeah. I mean, I've had situations where significant others hated me being on the Xbox, and I'm thinking to myself, "Were you doing something in the other room? Why can't I be in my own world?" And you know,
Yeah, because what you're doing doesn't allow you to be a superhero or be a 6'9" player on the Lakers. But what I'm doing allows me to live a dream.
Martin Luther King said, "We all had a dream," and right now I'm living through this Xbox. Get off my, because you ain't talking to me. Get out my face. Good one, good one. All right, number 2. Here's where it gets kind of, I guess, questionable is the word I like to say.
On today's episode of Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
What in the world?
Somebody tripped up and fell. Like somebody tripped up and fell. Like why is that bringing so much joy, Ruben?
She tripped and ran to the car. I just thought it was funny.
I
But
mean,
let's
the
be real.
slapstick sort of way is funny,
Yeah.
but man, that hurt.
Hey, but if one of your boys did that, you'd be laughing on the goddamn ground.
Yeah, after I realized he didn't have a concussion or something, but
Really?
Whew,
Boy, all
okay,
right. Hey, man,
that was harsh.
gets better. All right.
On today's episode of Jesus Christ.
Did you guys know bananas are good for your memory? My girlfriend put one in my ass 2 months ago, and I still remember.
Jesus Christ.
so do you just like go to the Jesus Christ page and just pull out these and just go through like a rabbit hole of looking at clip after clip?
No, actually, they show up on my joint every day. It's hilarious.
Because apparently the algorithm knows what you like. The algorithm
I watch
knows
a lot
what
of
you like.
things. However,
Did you just say Ruben likes bananas?
no,
Exactly.
no, I did not. I can't stand bananas, especially used in a different way. So, before you got here, Moby, AG and I showed
Oh,
AG
man.
and I a clip.
Oh man.
It's one of your favorite clips,
Oh man.
and it was hilarious.
What, the Ace Vein?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
That
What?
guy's brilliant, man. That's brilliant.
So we're gonna give him a shout out in the show. Then we're gonna move on because you're right. It is brilliant.
I think we better split up, gang. Daphne and
Oh,
I will.
hell no. You're just trying to Daphne again.
No, I'm not. Velma, shut your frumpy ass up.
Okay, if we split up, I'm going with you then.
No, your musky ass is not.
Oh, you can't throw nobody else on the team, no? See, that's that bullshit.
Ain't nobody about to throw you no while you out here smelling like a hot NBA locker room during double overtime in the 6th game. You've been wearing that sweater since September 1969.
Fuck you, Fred.
You wish, you musky mushroom goblin bitch.
Yo, Ace Vayne's awesome. Because let's be real, man. Let's be on some level. We've all thought that, or with man, Velma was wearing that sweater for years, man.
They've all been wearing the same clothes
They've
for
all
years,
been
bro.
wearing the same clothes, man.
Shaggy's been wearing up those brown pants and that green shirt forever.
Yeah.
And those shoes, man. Look, first of all, I ain't never been a Daphne fan. I've always been a Velma fan. So I'm just saying, I think she might have a point.
Moby.
Just for sharing.
I just thought the shit was funny. That's all I'm saying. The shit's funny.
Don't ever come from Velma.
That's right. Miss Dinkley, if you're nasty.
Oh my god. First of all, I will like to say that show that Velma joint that was on Max was terrible.
Never
And-
watched it, so I
Yeah,
take
don't
your
do
word
it
on
to yourself. It's not good. Yeah. So, AG, what's on your mind, man?
Well, vacation, man. I get to not deal with some foolishness for about 2 weeks. Gonna see my dad, sit
That's
around. Huh?
That's dope, man.
It is. All
Does
the
he
way
live in one of
Arizona.
those houses like the former coach at Arizona, where there's glass everywhere and stuff like
Dude,
that?
if my dad could afford to live in a house like that, y'all wouldn't even know me.
Your
I'd
dad,
be loaded too.
your dad be out here thirst trapping.
Hey, I'd be out here. Look, I'd be petty and loaded. I'm just saying.
I mean, hey, do you, bro?
I'm just saying. But no, I mean, it was gonna be a nice trip, and they're really just having time off. So
Cool. Well, enjoy that. Definitely.
I will.
You know, it is the cool thing about Arizona. It's gonna be a little bit warmer than it is here.
85 and 65. I can't wait.
Yeah.
No humidity though.
Nope.
None. Love it.
Yep. Mo B, what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
I mean, I get some time off too, man. I'm looking forward to doing a little bit of nothing. That's not gonna happen. I'm probably gonna have to do shit, but I'm not gonna be at work, so I'm gonna have to do some stuff. But I mean,
Going good, man.
but yeah, man. So I know what you're waiting for, Ruben.
I'm really not. What the hell?
I know what you're waiting for.
Look, you can't just be putting this on me, man.
Bro, I can
You
see
either gonna, you either gonna talk about it or you're not. I'm not sitting here telling you talk about it. I'm just saying.
you saw him lean forward.
I didn't
Yeah, you kind of did.
He
It's
was
like
like,
when you
always
say
do
when you say what's on your mind and it's Moby's turn in football season, you're like,
I mean, I
Like-
put my hand,
like
put my
you-
elbow, and I'm just
Look,
like,
I'm telling you, man, every week in rec football, something interesting doesn't happen. I promise you. It's just
I
rec
mean, you didn't
football.
say anything last week about it, and I didn't say anything.
We didn't have a game last week, and you knew that. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, but clearly something happened because you're talking about it.
Nah, I mean, we just beat some team 26-0. That's it. Nothing to
Okay,
see.
well, cool then.
No, man, fuck that, man. I got to get some shit off my chest, man. No, man. Seriously,
See,
man.
and that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, I know.
No, here's the thing. I wasn't going to talk about it because it has nothing to do with us. And usually I only talk about stuff that has things to do with my team or that was on my sideline. But I got to tell you, yesterday something happened that I had never in the history of coaching or being around football seen happen. We apparently demoralized, infuriated another team so much that we couldn't finish the game because parents attacked the other coach physically.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so we empty our bench out. It's the fourth quarter. We got maybe a couple minutes left. And I look at the other sideline and I see our little cornerback jumping up and down. And I'm like, oh man, what is this little motherfucker complaining about? And he's just jumping up and down. He's waving for us to come over. And I'm just like, why would we come over? And then somebody goes, oh shit, they fighting. And I'm like, oh, well, he need to bring his little ass over here. He like 75 pounds. Why he over there jumping around? But apparently he's just so infatuated with what's going on. So the story is apparently some parents came from the stands and just started fighting the coach.
The head coach?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
How does that
the game got called immediately. The referees, cleared everybody out and they just started attacking. And here's the thing. I thought their coach did a pretty good job. I mean, their coach came out and did some shit that we weren't expecting. They moved the ball a little bit in the first drive. I mean, that was more than some teams have done. Like,
So what I gotta ask, because if I don't, I'll feel like
oh, it was our people. It's our people.
okay.
It was our people.
So, hold on.
Did you really need to ask?
It was.
I
our
mean, I
people.
did, man, because they play a whole bunch of different people.
You're right.
and-
You're right. But
No,
it-
I didn't
it
need
was-
to ask. I didn't need
I
to
mean,
ask.
so hold on. Let me get this straight. The parents of the team y'all whooping the ass of got so mad at the coach that they went and put hands on the coach.
look, I don't know if there's some backstory on that because I don't know them dudes. All I know is they started fighting the coach. It was a physical altercation with the coach, and I think
Where were the
I-
assistant coaches?
I don't know. Maybe they was all scrap, but look, that shit ain't had nothing to do with us. We told our players to get back on the field. We was just happy that they weren't trying to bring us in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I've seen some of the parents, man, that y'all have. They ain't got no chance that they come against y'all. Y'all gonna destroy them people.
I mean, nah, man, we got good parents, man. I will
Well,
say.
I'm just saying, if one of them were to try, that would be not in their best interest.
I mean, look, they got some people over there too. Like everybody got those type of parents. Like, no matter what color you are, everybody got them parents.
But y'all got the size, man. It's like 2 tons of y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of color. That's what you're saying. There's a lot of color on our side.
I mean, it's a lot of big color.
They had some too. All I'm saying is, like, it should never get to a rec football game where you're so upset about the performance of your kids' play that you go and attack the coach. If you hate the coach that much, take your kid and your shit and leave. Don't compound an ass whooping with acting asinine. Like, don't. Like, it's bad enough some of these white referees gotta watch us beat up on their kind, because you can tell it be hurting some of the referees when we play the majority white teams and we beating the shit out of them. They be throwing flags on imaginary players just because they trying to keep the score in check. Matter of fact, we had a referee told us we need to start taking a knee at the beginning of the third quarter one time for sportsmanship, and I'm thinking to myself, if that other team was full of black and brown kids, you wouldn't give a fuck about us whooping their ass. But because Timmy and Zach are all over there with their feelings,
Clip.
I mean, look, man, Bert signed up to play football, so let Bert take his lumps. Like, because I've got the backstory on my organization, even though I've only been here 2 years. Apparently, like 5 or 6 years ago, we used to get beat down. Like, they were like, people used to run up the score on us, 30, 40 points. And I'm like, who the fuck was telling them not to run the score up on us? I guess nobody cared. Look, I don't know if the coach got beat. I just said they started fighting the coach. I feel like if you are coaching that team and you're underperforming and people ain't fought you until the playoffs, that's probably because they knew not to fuck with you. Like, he probably had some backing over there, but we had to wait for Chesterfield police to get out there, and we went home. I mean, I'm assuming the police showed up because we ain't stick around because we ain't no snitches.
Because they get stitches.
We ain't no snitches.
No, we was too busy over there taking pictures with trophies and shit. And
oh, you want a trophy?
I mean, yeah, that's the picture with
the regular season joint.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about that one. No, that was cool. We got that last year, so
yeah. But some kids ain't never gonna win again, and
Oh, I gotta keep reminding myself that out of our team that went to the Super Bowl last year, we only got about 5 kids from that team, so everybody else is brand new to this. Like,
yeah, hey man, gotta be new to this, gotta be true to this. So.
But yeah, man, if you find yourself on the sideline and your kid's team is getting their ass whooped, that doesn't mean you get to fight the coach.
That's crazy.
That's so sick. You even got to say that.
It doesn't mean you get to fight the coach. Because I'm gonna let you know, if our organization starts losing and some parent want to come down in the stands, fuck this coach and shit.
See, everyone with no faith in them kids. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. They got their ass beat. Like, I mean, look.
I mean, and granted, this is the last week, hopefully, of teams getting their ass whooped, because this is the first round of playoffs where all the good teams have to play all the sorry ass teams that make the playoffs, and there's really only 4 decent teams in the league.
So quarterfinals this weekend?
Yeah.
You playing against a good team this weekend?
There's a team that thinks they're good.
Oh damn! Have y'all beat them before?
Nah, we haven't played them this year, but
Okay.
I mean, we know all their coaches. They're the organization closest to us, and they swear that they got the best coaches. They were the coach. We beat them in the semifinals last year, where the dude pointed at his championship ring before the game started. So yeah. I kind of can't wait to play them. Like, they almost lost in the first round. They were the only close game in the first round, but I was kind of rooting for them to win just because.
Because you want to beat the shit out of them.
No, man, I'm a classy guy, man. I simply want to display that we are a more organized and well-constructed organization.
I mean, you ain't trying to take an L though.
No. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that our organization and our team is about 40 points better than them. But we ain't trying to run a score up or nothing.
All right, Huey.
We ain't trying to run a score up on them, man.
Oh man.
My thing is, you don't have to run up the score on nobody. If you just getting that ass real quick in the first and second quarter, you can back off because everybody knows. Like if you hit somebody, if you knock somebody out on the first punch, you really don't need to get on top of them and keep hitting them. Everybody clearly sees he got knocked the fuck out. I'm just saying, like, I don't want this to be like an old Muhammad Ali boxing match that goes 12 rounds of you just beating them up. I want it to be like a UFC fight. We just run out the gates, knee him in the top of the head, and it's over.
Well, all right. Well, is that it?
Yeah, man. Parents do better. Stop fucking fighting coaches because your kids ain't talented. Like, that's it.
Because your kids ain't talented. Because your kids ain't shit.
I didn't say that. I said not talented at football. Because look, I'm sure some of those dudes are going to be artists and
play the piano.
Yeah, some of them are going to, have great professional careers and be productive American citizens. But right now, most of the players that were on that other team are not fucking football players. They had like one, and I thought he had a concussion, and I think the coach put him back out there anyway, just because they were like, hey, yeah, because he got hit hard, and they put him back out there, and I'm just like, bro, no game's worth this.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Good luck on Saturday and stuff, and keep on keeping on. What's on my mind is very simple. Like, I didn't leave my house today. It was awesome. I think more people should do that. Sometimes it's okay not to open any of your doors in your house and just live at home and not step foot outside.
I hate to break it to you, a lot of people do that.
Oh, I mean, do they? I mean,
yeah, a lot of people do that.
I mean, you want to know how I don't know that? Because usually I don't go outside, so I don't know what anybody else is doing. But all I'm saying is, if you don't do that, every once in a while, just do that. Live in your own abode and just live in your own abode. I mean, you go grocery shopping. I mean, you got everything you need to watch on TV or your computer or whatever, or you just want to sleep. Hey, man, shut the whole world out for a day. So the next time you go out and you squint and you see the sunlight, you're just like, yeah, awesome. And that's it. Enjoy your day. Not anybody else, but your day. All right? With that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the show today. Yeah, it was a good show, and thank you to AG, thank you to Moby, thank you for everybody on the board, thank you for everybody who's listening to us. Once again, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. Sunday evenings, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 6 on the West Coast, and we'll be back next Sunday. And you know what? Probably most Sundays after that too. So, catch us on Twitch, catch us on YouTube if you missed us, and also the podcast will be out sometime by this weekend. And of course, like and subscribe to all that. That way, you know when we're going on air, so you don't forget about us. And once again, I'd like to thank all of y'all for being here. It's another episode, and as usual, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of